Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation all about the UB Engineering BS and MBA combined degree program. My name is Rebecca Mueller. I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment for the School of Management, and I'm here to answer any of your School of Management side of things as far as questions go. Allison, would you like to introduce yourself and your colleague?
Absolutely. So I am Allison Suflita. I am an assistant director for academic advising in the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences Office of Academic Affairs. I oversee our admissions and transfer team, working, also too with combined degree students. And we have today joined with us Michele Brown, who's a senior academic advisor in our office, who will be the primary academic advisor for students accepted into the combined BS and MBA programs. So just wanted to introduce Michele, but like I said, we're here to help and answer questions. And again, our entire team within the Office of Academic Affairs in the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences can assist in these questions that you might have.
Okay, excellent. So I will get us started talking just a little bit about the benefits of the MBA program itself. So over the next few slides, we're going to explore the foundation of the UB MBA experience, the highlights, and how you will gain the expertise that really empowers a lifetime of personal, professional, and purposeful growth. So we really aim to maximize your return on investment with foundation building core courses and targeted career electives. So our curriculum in the School of Management is developed with input from corporate recruiters, alumni, faculty, staff, and career experts. And our MBA core curriculum focuses on a breadth of management courses to provide you with the skills and knowledge to be a successful manager in any industry. So during the MBA core year, our students are part of a diverse cohort as well as a small team who work together across all their classes. In addition to the course and teamwork, most MBA students will choose to engage in other action learning opportunities like Leader Corps, global programs, case competitions, clubs, and more. And then generally during the summer between your first year and your second year in the program, most students will participate in an internship for more of that hands-on experience and professional networking. So beyond the core curriculum also lies an opportunity to define your career goals and dive deeper through one of our 9 concentrations. Our MBA graduates apply their learning as they connect theory and practice with a sense of purpose. So you can see on your screen here the variety of different concentrations that we have, anything from analytics, finance, healthcare management, information systems, management consulting, and more. Now, it's important to note that with this, some students will choose to select a concentration, others may choose 2, and some don't declare concentration at all, instead choosing to take classes from a various number of concentrations. But really as a kind of a combined degree student within engineering and then hopefully into the MBA, that already kind of sets you apart from the pack as well. So when it comes to action learning, this is a huge component of our program that really enables students to take advantage of a number of experiential learning opportunities. Only full-time UB MBAs can experience the Corporate Champions program, and this will begin in your first semester and is an extensive and powerful program that provides you with the practical opportunity to immediately apply your knowledge, positively impacting actual companies and the community ecosystem. Corporate Champions are representatives from organizations across the Western New York area who partner with teams of UB students to help strengthen the students' understanding of the world of business and their connection to it. Now, your corporate champions participate in multiple touch points with you and your team throughout your MBA experience. So you really do benefit from the insights, learning lab environment, and access to senior leadership provided by this specific program. Now, when it comes to Leader Corps certification is it's also a micro credential. It's an award-winning program that is selective, personal and professional development journey that runs concurrently with your time in the MBA program. So firstly, you're going to undergo a rigorous assessment to identify the competencies that you wish to strengthen and create a customized personal development plan. Then you're going to be working with our team of faculty, staff, external coaches, and alumni, engaging in a learning environment focused on theory, practical application, and personal experiences that will prepare you for future leadership roles. You're also going to be working on your core competencies in your courses through the Corporate Champions program, internships, case competitions, leadership initiatives, and more. Then in your final semester, you would actually present and defend your progression on those competencies. And if successful, then you can receive your MBA Leader Course certification and micro-credential. And if that's not enough action learning for you, there's also opportunities to take your learning worldwide, further growing your knowledge and network through our global programs. So global programs really is more of an extension of action learning. They're designed to immerse you into another culture. They are faculty-led short-term global programs that will prepare you to lead in today's business world and develop the global mindset that you need to succeed in any industry. In this program, you would meet new people, visit businesses and cultural sites, and even earn a micro-credential to showcase your experience to potential employers. Best of all, thanks to the hybrid nature of the global programs, you can experience from anywhere in the world. The way that it's laid out is there's going to be a credit-bearing virtual program, as well as an optional travel to the program's destination. So you can see some of the global opportunities that are listed here on the slide, but there's also domestic destinations throughout our Experience of 50 program that allow you to gain that global perspective right here in the US. So when it comes to the career preparation, this is a really big component of the program as well. Folks want to know, how are you going to get a job after graduation? Well, you guys are probably familiar with the Career Design Center. It's a great university-wide resource. But in the UB School of Management, you actually have exclusive access to our Career Resource Center, or CRC. It is just for UB School of Management students, but just as with the Career Design Center, it's a lifelong service. So once you have access to it, you will always have access to it. So our CRC likes to say to begin with the end in mind. So before you even set foot in a class, they're going to be engaged with you and committed to your success. So our team is dedicated and passionate, and they offer many different resources. So they have their lifelong career management skills through workshops and events, tools to develop the competencies for winning interviews. You can access a vast number and scope of employers. And a lot of times our students will work with the CRC team early and often to help to develop a career strategy and honing in the tools needed for an effective job search. You can also take advantage of personalized coaching, webinars, and resources, and gain access to local and national career fairs. To give you a little bit of a look on the return on investment for MBA students, this is our most recent up-to-date information. So about 88% of our graduates were employed within 3 months of graduation. You can see that the average salary is around $87,000. That's actually a huge increase from last year when it was only about $70,000. So we're definitely seeing our students each year get better and better salaries, which is great. They've been in top firms locally, things like Delaware North, M&T Bank, Moog, Rich's Products, some non-local companies, things like Hyatt, Raytheon, Walmart, Grant Thornton, and their roles really are quite vast in what they received out of graduation. So some of them were more analysts, some of them were managers, some of them were cybersecurity architects, some of them were executive associates. Those are just to really name a couple of different ways that our students or different job descriptions that they've received when they graduated. And our students receive jobs inside of Western New York, outside of Western New York, even some international. So about 64% of our students stay within New York State, about 4% move to downstate, 26% go outside New York State, and then you have 6% that are kind of everywhere else. So a little bit about the admissions process, and this is going to be specifically more towards you guys that are doing potentially the BS to MBA combined degree. So this program is really great for highly motivated students that can complete their bachelor's degree plus an MBA in just 5 years. So it saves that time. It saves you both time and tuition costs for that. So you can see here the 6 different pieces that we offer for the combined degree. So if you are in biomedical, engineering, chemical engineering, civil engineering, these are all of the eligible components that can do this program. Now, this program is available to qualified students that would apply to the MBA program actually during their junior year. So this is something that we really like to see and why we are giving this presentation to you today. So if accepted into this program, you'll actually begin your MBA classes in the fall semester, which is typically going to be your senior year of engineering. So, and then throughout that senior year and the next additional year, you're going to kind of be completing your MBA curriculum and completing your few remaining undergraduate requirements. But this is actually the point in time where I'm going to bring back Allison to talk a little bit about her side of things, because part of the application process for you guys is doing a advisor approval and planning sheet. So go ahead, Allison.
Great. Thank you, Rebecca. Yep. So just to continue that conversation. So yes, as part of your application for admission into the combined BS MBA programs, you are required to meet with a CEES advisor to go through this approval and planning form that you will submit as part of your application. So we will work with you to look at your academic advising report for your current Bachelor of Science program, to review, which requirements you have left to complete, if there's anything specific for your major, in addition to your general education requirements, and then work with you on future course planning. So looking at the upcoming, the core courses required for the MBA in your, what would have been your fourth year as an undergraduate, then your first year as a combined student, looking to integrate any other additional courses that we can, and sort of planning out those remaining requirements so that, again, as a student, making sure that you can successfully complete the requirements for both degrees within that 5-year time span. So again, this form, you can find a copy of it on our website, which is linked there. But we do encourage you to schedule an appointment. And so Michele Brown, again, who is on the call with us today, is going to be the upcoming advisor for our students interested in that combined program. Like I said, to meet with you to go through, like I said, this planning form, help sign off on it, and then have you submit that as part of your application for the combined program.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for explaining that. So when it comes to the rest of your application, one of the first things that you really want to be aware of are the rounds of application deadlines. So you're going to see here that we've already had a couple of deadlines pass. It's something to be too concerned about. We will be admitting folks really all the way through, or accepting applications all the way through June 1st if you are, a UB student or domestic student. And you typically find out about 6 weeks after your application is in and completed if you receive an admissions decision. That are required, you have basically the exact same requirements as any other traditional MBA student. So there's an application that you have to fill out. There's a $100 application fee that you must pay. As far as transcripts goes, because you guys are UB students, you just need to upload your unofficial UB transcript as well as your AAR report. That's really important for you to do. Make sure you have an updated resume. We want to make sure that you have both months and years of, we say month and years of employment. We do know that you're students. So, but if you're involved in anything on campus, definitely be sure to include that, or any projects that you're involved in, let us know via your resume. There's also one personal statement that you have to complete. And the personal statement is just asking for you to, actually, you've got two personal statements, sorry, for the MBA. So the first one is describing your short-term and long-term career objectives. And then there's another more topical response where you get to choose one of 3 topics that we provide to you. Now, in addition to all of this, there is going to be an interview component as well. So after you've completed your application, you've completed your advising report, with Allison or with Michele, then you'll be able to do an interview with our director of admissions or myself, and we'll just walk you kind of through, ask you some questions based on that. I am also happy to let you guys know that the GMAT or GRE is completely test optional, so we now no longer require those exams. As far as tuition and funding goes, now these are estimates, and again, it's going to look probably a little bit different for you guys because of what your pathway kind of looks like, but this is what you can see on the website as far as those folks who are, if you're an in-state tuition and fees, this kind of gives you that estimate. Again, you guys are starting your undergrad or starting your graduate program while you're in undergrad, so you're not going to see quite this amount, but you will start paying your graduate fees once you start your graduate programming. It's going to be a slightly higher cost for you. Again, Student Accounts website, always the place you're going to want to go to for that. Okay, so for funding your degree, there are some options for you. So we do consider everyone for scholarships. February 1st was technically the priority deadline, but we will continue to review students for scholarship consideration. As long as your application is in and complete, you are considered. So there's no need to have to apply for additional scholarships or anything like that. Simply by applying, you will be able to be considered for that. There's also fellowships and assistantships that you can apply to, as you guys are probably familiar with Bullseye or BizLink, I believe, is something that's specific to the School of Management. That's a good option for you as well. And then, there's also graduate funding that you can look into also. So the QR code on your screen takes you to our funding your degree webpage with specifically in the School of Management MBA program. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, you can either take yourself off of mute or you can type your questions into the chat box if you have any questions. And if you don't have questions, that's fine. I also encourage you to reach out to our MBA student ambassadors. Again, you can reach out to them via this link here. There's a whole bunch of ones that we offer or that we have that may fit into what you're looking for or want to speak to a student on. But as we open for questions, I will leave this slide up for you so you can see my contact information as well as Allison's and Michelle's. And again, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.